Greetings and welcome to the mat. It's Friday morning as we record. We have a little bit of a shorter session today, and it's a dark moon. The new moon being in a couple days. We have like 3% of the moon present at this moment. And as we set into practice today, I'm outside again with the bees, all the flowering and fruiting things. And also, the sky's a little hazy today here in Northern California. And it's like, oh, the light's so pretty this morning. Oh, no, wait, the light's creepy this morning. I remember this feeling. And I was in a great mood. And then I just suddenly felt like, oh, like the challenges, the remasking and the hazy air, the fire season, all of that is just suddenly just felt a little bummed out. And so sat a little bit for meditation before we began class here. To just let myself be with the feeling of feeling bummed out, of feeling grief, and also recognizing, I could let this feeling linger and know that when I do sometimes without attending to it or just kind of looping on stories about it, then suddenly everything else seems worse too, darn it. And so I'm choosing today to notice the reactive patterns of wanting things to be different than they are and how that's what causes stress and suffering. And then my ability to be with what is, and to really, in that way, sitting in observation and allowing, seeing how then things move. Not when I'm forcing them to be different, not when I'm stuck in how they are, but noticing, being with, holding that within a spacious container of all that's possible. And what would I choose to focus on? That again. Yeah, every day, that. Coming to the mat now with what are we choosing to focus on today? Find any comfortable seat and whatever support you might want to be comfortable in your seat. And here we go. A little lift, a little ground. Pressing down, rooting into what is, what's present, what wants to be seen and felt. And is that the lens through which I will observe my day? Really notice the little wonders. A teeny pretty feather. The hum of the bees. I can still smell the bees. The bright yellow of the lemon tree just bursting with fruit, and the bright sunflower that's full face right now. Feel the joy that it's Friday. I have a weekend of ritual and creativity before me. And here I am embodied, able to breathe, to come to the mat, and take pause, to tend with unconditional, loving awareness to all layers and all aspects of being. What does that mean for you right now? Tending unconditionally to all layers and aspects of being. What's showing up in your body, your mind, your life. Can we hold it all in a great embrace of awareness, unconditional loving awareness. whatever's present, simply noticing without judgment or story. Yes, that feeling. Yes, that sensation. Yes, that thought. Yes, wisdom, knowing, inspiration. Let's stick with humble, open, loving awareness today. Let's start from now on the earth. Come into Balasana, or child's pose, if you will. And you're welcome to have the knees wide in this child's pose. I'm going to give a few options for things that need attention today for some people. You might bring a pillow in and fold it or roll it into your belly. You could also bring your fists into your belly with the knees together, and just some little added thing to give pressure there. Maybe just knees together is enough for you, just to bring a little pressure into the low belly. This can be good for cramps at moon time. It can be good for digestive issues when you're feeling stuck or blocked in there, physically or energetically. And it can also be good for helping to make more space in the lower back. Again, maybe that just the knees together are enough, but maybe you put a pillow or your fists in to your belly. And then maybe you're a little higher up than usual, so the head is far away from the earth, in which point you could stack a block up or stack your hands up if they're not doing something else already. It's happened a few times this week that I'm like, I wish we were like those pictures of the deities that have like 4 or 6 or 8 arms. So we could hold our own belly and our mat and give ourselves a neck massage and all the things at the same time. You choose, pick what's right for you and your amount of hands. Press your hips back, rest your forehead, relax the neck. Breathe, pressing in to the thighs or whatever prop or support you have there. Deep, full breaths. Simply breathful here. Or, as you like, I want to invite you to add the Brahmari, or bee's breath. Like the end of the Om, NG, lift pelvic floor, navel, tip of the tongue, eyes towards third eye center in the center of your head. Staying earthy, moving slow. With that bee's breath, that vibration of all the little things. You might begin here to add into that vibration any word, mantra, or image that inspires you. Let's bend into the elbows. Maybe you need to release the props to do this, and bring the hands behind the head. Walk the elbows forward, stretching through the triceps, reaching through your heart. And big breaths here. Maybe another Brahmari here, bee's breath. Bring your hands down, touch the earth. Thank you, Great Mother Earth. All around us. Inhale, stretch back as you exhale, lift from the navel and ripple up onto your hands and knees. Let's open the right arm up to the sky, look up, rotating through the spine. And as you exhale, swoop that right arm underneath the left. At first, just reach as far as you can. We're just going to warm up the spine here in the twist. So inhaling, open, look up, and exhale, sweep, look down and across under that armpit. Let's go one more time. And if the spine feels a little cranky about this early twist, then please warm up a little more in any way that you need to. Otherwise, as you're ready, thread that arm as far as you can underneath, reaching over, coming onto the back of that shoulder, back of the head as much as you can, and push down through those left fingers to work that left shoulder on the back and roll open. Breathe into that space behind the shoulder blade. And inhale and unwind. Let's go a little cow and cat, just kind of washing that out, evening out there. And then as you're ready, second side. Inhale, open that left arm, reach up. Exhale, swoop that left arm across underneath. Inhale, open, look up. Exhale, sweep and reach across far as you can. Again. Reaching across, watching out for bees. There's one. We're going to hang out together. Come to the back of the head. Push into the back of the hand. Press into those fingers that are by your face there. As far as you can onto the back of the head and shoulder. Deep, full breaths. And take your time, press up, unwind, back to hands and knees, cow and cat. And you could go just those linear lengths of spine, cow and cats, or as inspired, round into cat. Lift the navel strongly, push the earth away. Inhale between the shoulder blades. As you exhale, squeeze everything together on the right, open center, squeeze everything together on the left, round through. And big breaths. Big circles, rolling through cat and cow and all the sweet edges in between. And take your time, switch directions. Shift your weight forward. Cross the ankles, as long as your ankles are okay with it, roll on through. Let's come to lie on the back. Take a block with you, and we will squeeze the block so that the short, narrow end here is facing us between the upper inner thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze onto that block, and then bring your hands and a strong part of your palm to the head of your femur, so really to your groin crease there. And you could lay your head and shoulders down if you like, or keep your head and shoulders up a bit and press, resist, press, resist. Pull your low ribs down to the earth. Those lowest ribs, press them into the back. Pull the navel back, exhale, 5. Keep squeezing onto the block, legs to sky. You could rest the head in the hands or arms in any way that really keep the shoulders rooted on the earth. Again, squeeze, squeeze onto the block and feel your core kick in. Keep squeezing, flex the feet. If you'd like to, here we'll warm up the ankles first and just kind of point and flex a little bit, and thereby really warming up all the leg muscles, back of the legs especially. Good morning, and roll circles Switch directions. In center, squeeze, squeeze the legs. Inhale. As you exhale, pull the navel back and lift the heels to the sky, just the tiniest bit. So we want to really work on the tiniest moves to get the lowest muscles in the belly area. You know, belly anatomical term. Squeezing. So little movements so that the bigger muscles don't try to take over. Keep the shoulders rooted. Keep squeezing that block for 5. And pause, keep squeezing the block. Inhale, reach the arms up and then pass the toes. You can keep the sacrum down for this one. Inhale, and as you exhale, navel back, reach past the toes. Inhale, come on back, lay it down, and bend the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze onto your block. Keep the head and shoulders down at first, and exhale, curl sacrum and tailbone up. You need to push a block a little bit to the back. Squeeze and curl sacrum and tailbone up. And then keep that. Lift head and shoulders, chest face straight up to the sky. Squeeze. Pull the navel back. Inhale. Exhale, reach both elbows past one thigh. Pull the navel back. Exhale, 5. Inhale, open center. You could rest down a moment. Exhale, squeeze the block. Curl sacrum and tailbone up. Keep squeezing up. Inhale, exhale, face chest to the sky. Inhale, exhale, reach both elbows past the other thigh. Pull the navel back. Inhale, open up. Come down. Bridge up. Squeeze onto that block and spin your thighs down. Squeeze the shoulders on the back and pull the hands towards the feet. Lift the chin and press into the center, back of the head. Breathe wide across the wings of your heart. Stay there or add more core to that by extending one leg out. Reach through the heel, squeeze the block, spin it down towards the earth. Squeeze center, other side. 5 breaths. Come on back. Inhale, squeeze, lift up. Exhale, release down. Let's take the block away from the equation for a moment. Put the block off to the side. Inhale the legs up. Exhale, head and shoulders up. Pull the heels up, sacrum up. Try to keep that little lift there as much as you can. And then we're going to reach the right arm cross body. Push the right back of the right forearm and the left shin into one another. Press, resist, press, resist. Try to keep sacrum curling up, tailbone curling up as you lower the opposite leg down, the one you're not pressing into. To wherever your breathful edge is. Whee! This will help clear out whatever's in your belly. Get some happy hormones going. Take pause if you need. Big breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze those legs together. Lift the sacrum up. Try to keep that sacrum curled up. Inhale as you exhale, head, face chest to the sky, and reach that left arm or your second side, cross body. Press forearm and shin into one another. Strong, strong, strong. Press, resist, sacrum and shoulder stay up, and then lower the other leg. And to wherever your edge is that you can keep sacrum curled up. Whee, there's the lower core. And here we go, 10. come on back and bridge up, stretch all that work out, balancing strength and openness. Lift the chin. Big breaths here. Really digging in today deep to the earth of our bodies, connecting to earth with this dark moon, new moon energy, rooting down, rooting deep in. Also, there's a lot of energy going on with Chiron right now, the wounded healer. It is a great time of healing with this great sun in Leo, seeing what needs to be healed, seeing and being able to heal with the Virgo energy. Our ability to heal things just by being with them, observing them, allowing feelings to rise up and to move through, moving our bodies and minds and taking breaths and actions in ways that integrate, digest, process our experiences. Inhale, loss, lift up. Exhale, release. Come on down. Hug the knees in. Cross your ankles again if it's right for you. And roll through to hands and knees. Hands strong under the shoulders. Knees under hips. Turn the toes under. Melt your heart down. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull up and back from the hips. Feel your roots again, your feet on the earth. And with all that ignition we just did in your core, really feeling that core strength, the earth of your deep body, the work that's happening there in the dark, the transmutation of one thing into the next. Deep full breaths, bend the elbows slightly, scoop them towards one another, rock the shoulders away, relax the neck, breathe your intention, your I am. No matter what else we feel or experience, it's our truth to remember we are whole, we are at ease, we are strong, we are healthy, whole, healing. We are love. We are unconditional loving awareness. We are sovereign. We are free. We are joyful, adaptable, resilient, loved, loving. And walk hands to feet or feet to hands and bow into yourself. Hold your elbows or your head or wrap the arms around the legs and hold your legs. Whatever feels best for you right now. Bending the knees as much as you need to not be forceful here, but finding that little bit of force or effort that is balanced with the compassion, with the allowing, the softness, the natural joy. Find where it's joyful here. To be alive, to be breathing, to be able to have all these feelings, sensations, challenges, blessings. Thank you, body. Thank you, earth. Thank you, life. Welcome, Lori.
Hi.
Hi. We are mid-practice, babe, but you're very welcome. Not mid, but somewhere. We end a little early on
Sorry
Friday.
to
It's okay.
interrupt right now. Can you
All
see
good,
me?
babe. Forward fold. I cannot see you, and I'm going to mute you, so we're going to keep going. We're in a forward fold to begin.
Love you.
Love you. All right, in this forward last breath or two, just giving yourself that full presence with your unconditional loving awareness, really tapping in here, your earth energy, the ground of your being physically and energetically. Feel your roots, your feet, unwind the arms if they're bound, and just let the head and the arms be heavy as you hug the earth and lift that earth energy up. Lift your arches, kneecaps, quadriceps, lift your navel, root to rise, push down into the earth like a fern, unfurling to the sun, unwind yourself to the sky. Root into your feet and gather up at the top. And exhale, center and focus. Press into the palms, work your shoulders on the back, and lift your heart. Take pause here in Tadasana, strong mountain, and find that mountain energy, steadiness, our ability to be with all of the energies of life. So I just noticed how crooked everything was, so I'm just trying to fix it. Tadasana, strong mountain, strong body. I see you now. Steady like a mountain. Able to let all the weathers of life just do their thing all around us. Sorry for the dizzying video. Don't look right now. Please look inside. Okay, maybe I got it. Exhale and flow the arms down. Let's inhale, open wide, and gather up the sky. Big breath in, breathe your intention as you bring the arms down with our Om. Slide the hands down the thighs onto the heads of the femurs. Push those thigh bones down and back. Sink the seat down and back and reach the arms forward. Pour your inner thighs down to the earth. Pull your low ribs into the back body and open up here in Utkatasana, fierce pose. Let the shoulders relax down the back. Keep lifting the heart and chest. Sink the seat to the height of the knees or thereabouts. Hold 5. Finding that meditative breath today. What are you choosing to focus on? There's the challenge. See it, feel it, acknowledge it. Are there any parts that aren't present? Call them in. Pull those low ribs back. Engage deep core. Exhale, sink low. Follow your inhale, press and rise. Standing back bend. Clasp the hands up there in your standing back bend and lift up out of the waist. And let's take that into a side bend. Push into one foot as you reach up and over through the hands to the other side. Roll face chest open to the sky here. That's your inhale. As you exhale, pull from pelvic floor and navel coming back up. Inhale, reach up and over, side bend, turn open, push into that foot you're working away from. Breathe, engaging deep core. Starts in the arches of the feet, pelvic floor, navel. Inhale as you exhale, come on back up. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, flow the arms down. Inhale, arms up to the front of the mat. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, sink it in. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway, and exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, so you're in a right leg lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Hug, hug very strongly. I'm going to switch feet. Squeeze, squeeze together. Push into that front big toe mound and pull back from the outer hip. And then reach from the outer hip through the fingers. Get the longest line of energy that you can there. Hug those inner thighs together like they've got big magnets on them. And breathe here. 5. And notice the challenge as we slow things down. You think it might be easier, and of course it's not. Holding poses longer can actually be more challenging, but nonetheless, we're giving ourselves the space today to go a little slower. Be a little more present. Open that top arm, face chest to the sky. Scoop the shoulder blades down the back, lift the heart and lay back. Again, big hug of those inner thighs like there's a big magnet on them. And open your heart to the sky, look up. Hug inner thighs. Every exhale, navel squeezes. And then let's reach that top arm way back as far as you can. Drop the bottom ear down. And here you could roll through the head or the arm as you like, or both. Getting any neck, shoulder release there. Soft jaw. 5 breaths. Full body awareness. Full body breath. And then flow that top hand back down. Come inside the front leg, hands or forearms. Back knee comes down if you need to. Keep it up if you can. Again, that hug of the inner thighs, and melt the heart. Earth body. And also likely you're feeling a little more fire body now. And your energetic body, breath, awareness, emotion. Breathing into the hips here, into the waters of your being. Being with what is. And right here, your I am, whatever else is present, whatever challenges, whatever stories, there's that I am, remembering your truth, your innate wholeness, fullness, beauty, wellness. Thank you. I am. Nothing missing. And follow up any inhale to your hands, back knee up, squeeze to core, hug in super strong with those inner thighs so that front leg gets light. And then slow and steady as you can, open the leg out to the side, slow and steady as you can. Stepping way, way back, plank, square up. Inhale here. Exhale, shift forward, lower down, all the way down to the belly. Point your toes straight back and interlace the hands on your sacrum, or just put your hands on your sacrum, the big bone at the base of your spine. Push it down, press into the pubic bone. Press so strong here into that fulcrum of your center that everything else just gets a little lighter. And maybe pull the hands back to, if you're indoors, where the ceiling and wall meet. Push into that pubic bone, sacrum, squeeze the legs together. Maybe you can lift the legs up there. A little dip in the chin, long back of the neck. A couple more breaths. Release down. Hands under shoulders. You could rest the head for a moment if you like. Roll those shoulders around. Pull with your hands on the earth, elbows and shoulders down the back. Point through the toes. Push into your legs. Inhale, open heart. And exhale back. Child's pose, or right into down dog as you like. Rest in child's pose as long as you like, or inhale there. And exhale as you lift from the navel. Strong hands up and back. Downward dog. Lengthen out in down dog. Again, come to rest in child's if you need. 5 breaths here. Coming back into that meditative awareness. Full body, full breath. unconditional loving awareness, being with all that's present, choosing your focus. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, bend deep into the knees and empty of breath like a jetpack from the lower core. Float forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bow into yourself. Give yourself a big hug there. Thank you, body. Sink down into your seat. Swoop your fingertips. Open upper body. Drop the weight back into heels and seat. Pull your low ribs into the back body. Curl the heart up. Exhale, low in the seat. Inhale, press and rise, standing back bend. And side bend. Inhale up. That's the path of the bees. Should have been a little more careful there. Other side, safe side. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. And second side, I'm going to switch hands here. Step the right foot back, Sierra, and the left leg lunge. Back knee could be down or come down as needed. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Pull the feet towards one another. Hug in. Push into the ball of that front big toe and really pull back from the outer hip. Squeeze the inner thighs like they've got big magnets on them, and then pull back from that hip and stretch the fingers forward as far as you can. Long side body energy. Deep full breaths. Couple more breaths right there. And then squeeze inner thighs. You could be super light on that bottom hand. Open top arm, face chest to the sky. Scoop the shoulder blades down the back and lay back from the shoulder. All parts of the body engaged, activated, part of this collective movement to create this pose, this shape, this expression of life right here. And then stretch that top arm way back. Reach back for the back foot and let the bottom ear go heavy down to the shoulder. And then there you're welcome to rotate. Soft jaw. Get that neck shoulder release. Stay there reaching as you like, or reach forward again, and then hands or forearms down inside the front leg. Squeeze the inner thighs, little hug in, and then melt the heart, soften your jaw. Find that balance of muscular and organic energy here, of effort and of ease. Find the joy in the pause. It's probably somewhere there connected to the breath. Where else can the breath go? And take your time. Any inhale, up onto the hands. Squeeze the inner thighs, hug to core, claw the fingertips. Get that front leg really light and ready. Steady, open, out to the side. Slow as you can, slow as you can. All the way back, plank. Inhale, strong core plank. Modify it as needed, 5 breaths. Inhale and shift forward. Exhale, slow and steady. Lower all the way down to the earth. Once again, point the toes straight back. Push down through pubic bone and sacrum. And interlace the hands on the sacrum. Really push the sacrum down. I was giggling because I see so many things out here. And right now I just saw that there's like a whole little roly-poly world under the lemon tree. Like so many, I've never seen so many all in one place. So push into sacrum, root down, maybe pull, then hands up and back towards that place where ceiling and wall meet. Squeeze the legs, lift the navel, lift your chest and breathe. Oh, what a world. So many things to focus on. All the curiosities, all the wonders, all the cute things, and all the weird, gross things, and all the sad things. All the things. What a world. Deep, full breaths. Couple more. Lower down. Hands under shoulders. Roll those shoulders around. Soft jaw, strong snake's tail. Point your toes straight back. Roll the shoulders together on the back and down to the hips and lift the heart. Peel yourself open into cobra. Inhale here. You can pulse in and out or turn. Look over one shoulder. Pull the shoulder you're moving away from down and back strongly. Yeah, keep that other shoulder, Lori, pulling down your back. Left shoulder pulls back. Yeah, come back through center. Look to the other side. Pull the shoulder you're moving away from strongly down the back. Let's go again, each side. Yep, that shoulder's going to want to come with you, but try to keep it pulling down and away. Inhale when you're done, open center. And exhale back, child's pose or downward dog. In the next couple of breaths, we'll meet in down dog. Soft heart, strong core, up and back. Pull from the core, melt the heart towards the earth. Step your big toes to touch. Inhale, keep pulling back from hips to core, big toes touching, and pivot knees and toes to the right, hips to the left, and bend the knees as deep as you can, sinking low into that, hips to heels. Inhale, stretch out, pivot through center. Exhale, knees and toes to the other side, bend the knees and pull the hips back to the heels, squeezing in center there. Inhale, open, pivot, exhale, squeeze, sink in. We're going once more to either side. And of course, if you need to, you could rest at any point. And then we're going to pivot back to the first side. Tuck, and then press through. Push through into that side. So we're going to open up into Vashisthasana, side plank. Options, bottom shin is down. Bottom forearm could be down. And then you want your anchor point, your hand or elbow, forward of the shoulder. So there's room for that shoulder blade to scoop down the back. Top foot could also stand on the earth to help you lift there. Stay here. Maybe pick that top knee up. Maybe pick that top foot up. Any variations? 5 breaths. And then come on through Vinyasa, down dog or child's pose. We'll meet back in down dog in about 4 breaths. And take your time getting to down dog if you get there sooner and you'd like to. Maybe again, that little twisty dog dance, pivoting, pulling back from strong core, twisting deeply. And then when you're ready, pivot on over, second side. Find your foundation first, whatever support you need to have the shoulder anchored, and be breathful here. And then maybe adding any challenges. 5 breaths. Slow and steady. Unwind. Vinyasa, down dog or child's pose. And then make your way from your down dog to right foot forward. Squeeze the feet towards each other, inner thighs together. Hug in and rise up, hands to hips, high lunge. Square the hips up, press them down, lift, and lengthen up out of the waist. Work your shoulders onto the back. Keep hugging those inner thighs. Strong core here. Reach the arms up when you're ready to, and take hold of the open side wrist, so your left side, and up and over. Bend deep into the front knee, stretch out through that back heel, and breathe long into left side body. Find your meditation here. Your yes, I am, despite all challenges, what's present here. Keep squeezing the inner thighs. Lift that left arm up and over and hook elbow or tricep. Bring the right thumb to your right hip crease and push it down and back. Lift the navel and spiral as deeply to that thigh as you can. Maybe you can come down a little further into tricep. Push that hip back, lift the navel, spiral. Options here, palms together, hands to earth and sky, or maybe bottom arm under the leg, top arm around the back, and hook fingers or clasp hands or fall down, whatever might happen there. Wherever you're at, spot that hug to center, length of spine. Deep full breaths into the back body. Take your time. Follow any inhale to unwind. And I'm going to suggest you come into a wide-legged forward fold. You could turn heels in, take a little swim in the hips here, or just parallel your feet. Maybe you bring a block into the equation or rest your head onto whatever feels good. So you could get a little fancy-dancy here and swim and flow side to side, or just rest in the more static variations that we're finding today. Apparently static, but you know, there's a lot of movement going on inside. Breathe and sense, full body, full breath, unconditional, loving awareness. A couple more breaths. And actually, you could stay a little longer here or walk back towards your front foot or where you want to be for your second side through vinyasa or just to down dog. As inspired, stretch back in down dog and grow left leg or your second side up to the sky. Inhale, and as you exhale, curl in, knee to the nose, shift forward, land your lunge. Find your foundation first, hug into the core, root to rise, find your high lunge. Hands can always come to hips first. Front knee right over the ankle, square the hips up. Push down, lengthen the spine, elbows and shoulders on the back, stretch that back heel back. Breathful here as inspired, arms up. Keep that hug of feet towards each other, inner thighs hugging, full body connected here. Take hold of that right wrist and pull up and over. Stretch from the heel, back heel, out through the top hand or the hand you're holding. Stretch that wrist up and over. Soft jaw. Deep full breath. Squeeze those inner thighs, lift up and over. And stay in that length as much as you like, or use that lift and length and squeeze to spiral. Bring your left thumb to your hip crease and push it back. Lift the navel and hook that right elbow or tricep. Again, maybe the hand comes down. Push again it down into the femur. Lift the navel and spiral towards the front leg. Front knees deep. Hands to earth and sky. Palms together at the heart. Work the shoulders onto the back. Or bottom hand down and under. Top arm around and hook. Squeeze inner thighs. Shoulders on the back. Where can you be breathful here and return to that unconditional, loving, full body mind awareness? Full body mind and beyond. That awareness that just is, that permeates all things, that is all things. Last breath or two here. Please stay longer if that's right for you. Or slow and steady, unwind. Again, wide-legged fold, heels in, toes out. Maybe take a little swim in the hips there. Or parallel feet. Pull on the earth to really lift the arches. Spin your thighs back. Reach the heart forward, and you're welcome to just rest. We're going to be here this time longer. So you could dance a little bit. We'll be here about 12 breaths or about 2 minutes. You could dance. You could rest your head. You come into a headstand. What else is inspired here? Maybe walk the arms back behind you. Side lunges. What's inspired for you right now? About 6 more breaths. Take your time and hop the feet a little closer, so malasana width or outer hip width, maybe a little wider. Heels in, toes out, press the thighs wide. Work your shoulders on the back, lift your heart. Soft jaw. Coming back to earth. Welcome to simply stay here if you want a little more fire and sky in your practice. Let's not think about that. I just did so, didn't I? Then Bakasana, crane or crow pose. Go for the arm balance. Otherwise grounded with a little more attention, again, to that lower belly digestion stuff. Use the right upper arm to push the thigh wide and open left arm face chest up, rotated in our squat and back to center. Press wide open and through center with your breath, side to side. A couple more breaths or whatever you need to even out. And make your way back to a squat. And then make the weight drop back into the seat. If your knees don't like this, please, you're always welcome to just step and get into a seat however you need. Please never do anything that makes you have sharp knee pain. Let's come into a wide-legged Janu Shirshasana. So heel to midline. Take hold of your booty, put the flesh of your sit bones back behind you. Spin the inseams down to the earth. Press down, lift, and spiral towards the bent knee, left hand to that thigh. Scoop the shoulder blades down the back, lift the heart. Actively draw those left toes back, straight, strong in the foot there. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, right arm up and over, side bend. You could bend that top elbow, hold the base of the skull, and press the head back there like into a pillow. And breathe here. Okay, now I'm looking across the yard and I can see that one of the sunflowers that was thinking about blossoming this morning has actually blossomed. in this hour that we've been together, there are now petals sticking out instead of just being curled in. And lift up and spiral towards the extended leg. I hope you find lots of tiny little joys in your world today. They're everywhere. And so are the wasps killing the bees. Everything's everywhere. What are you going to choose to find, to look at? Lengthen out. Look at what you need to. Know all that you need to. But choose the filters you see the world through. Look for the beauty. Look for the good. And you'll find it. I know you already know that, but I need to hear it a lot, so hopefully you do too. Bow into yourself here. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Last breath or so here. And follow any exhale to lift from the navel and jari bandha up. Shift your weight back and switch the setup of your legs. My ground is crooked here, so I often almost fall backwards every time I do that. Okay, everything's making me giggle today. That's great, because you all know how I started this class. It wasn't all giggles. All right, booty back. Inseams to the earth. Root to rise. Lift and spiral towards the bent knee. Hook, land, press, lengthen, and spiral. Look behind you. Breathe your twist. Please stay with that as you like, or put a side bend on that twist. Left arm up and over, reach towards those toes, and then maybe hold the back of the head. Press the head back into the hand, reach through your elbow and the crown of the head towards the toes still. Deep breaths. And follow any inhale to unwind, lift up, spiral towards the extended leg, pull on the earth, modify as you need to be breathful and in kindness and compassion with your body. Find a resting place to bow into yourself. Rest your forehead so the neck can relax, even if that means sitting up. So it wouldn't be about resting the forehead, but having ears in line with shoulders. So the neck muscles aren't strained, heart leads forward, ears stay in line with shoulders. And wherever that edge is that the head wants to start leading, stay there, let the heart lead. Pause to where the heart says, yeah, that's about it, and then rest your head. Metaphors for life right here on the mat. And now there's a really huge butterfly. Did you see it? There it is. It flew on our screen. Oh yeah. Wow. Huge, beautiful monarch. All right, it's going to turn into the yoga and nature show. How could you have seen it? I asked you to bow in, but I was looking at you. So, yeah, there's butterflies. Resting, bowing in. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. In this moment, this breath, these sensations, this earth, all the possibilities. Please stay longer as you like. when you feel about even, maybe come into a symmetrical forward fold. So that may be both legs wide or both legs together. If by chance you did a headstand, maybe that is halasana or plow pose. As I say that, I realize that I should. So yeah, you're welcome to come back to bridge through bridge or just rock and roll, legs overhead. Any symmetrical fold. Or, as symmetrical as our asymmetrical bodies get. Turn into yourself. You can maybe find a rest for the head or a rest for your knees on your head. If you're in halasana, keep the chin lifting. Thank you, body. Thank you, great mystery. Yes, and yea to all the magic, all the great turning that is happening right now. May we be present for it, listening to what is needed, what is our unique offering in this time. Please stay in whatever shape you're in longer, or unwind slowly. Lift your heart and melt into Shavasana or any meditative seat. Again, it's Friday, so I'm going to leave you a little sooner. I want you, though, because it's Friday, to have an extra extended restorative pose, Shavasana or final resting, or extended meditation. If you need to, maybe set an alarm for yourself. Challenge yourself, 10, 20 minutes, half an hour. Just rest. Find any shape that allows you relative stillness. And once you feel like you've found that place, inhale and squeeze muscles to bones. And exhale, melt, melt, melt. Give your body to the earth. Let your muscles and bones be heavy, soft, relaxed, and open your heart and mind to the sky. Notice you're being breathed, blessed. Notice the space between and beyond each breath. Notice the space between and beyond each thought. And allow yourself, your awareness, to melt into that spaciousness. Remember yourself, vast, infinite, undefinable. Yes, I am. Please stay resting or in meditation as long as you're able. When you come back, let it be breath and awareness, your intention that brings you back. Try to keep as much of the spaciousness and unconditional loving awareness with you as you move in again to the world of form when you do. I'm so grateful for your presence, your practice. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. I'll see you soon.